It's our real life. It's our real life.
Welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode 51. And today it's all about the chocolate. I'm in such a mood for something sweet. So I looked in some cookbooks, and I looked online a little bit to try to find what I was looking for. And really what I wanted was like a frosting. Because the kids had made cakes and I was thinking, I want some chocolate frosting. So this is what we're going to do, and then we'll see what happens. We're going to start with a half a cup of pure organic maple syrup. A lot of the recipes that I looked at called for a huge amount of agave, and it's funny because when I stopped using agave, I had put the little container I had to the back of the closet. Yeah, I couldn't find it. Anyways, I had to open the other one because I just am. This is, even if people think agave is processed, I'm using a quarter cup of it, by the way. This is a treat. This is not something I'm going to have a lot of, so I still think choosing the agave over white sugars is a good choice. But what I didn't want to do was use 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup. That's why I split it, because I thought, then my chocolate will taste too mapley. So I put in half a cup of pure organic maple syrup and a quarter cup of agave syrup. Next, I'm going to put in 3/4 of a cup of raw cacao powder. And I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And now here is the exciting ingredient of the day. I've only ever used this once before and not like this. This is extra virgin, not extra virgin, just virgin coconut oil. I put a spoon of it into a smoothie once and it gives it such a coconutty flavor. But anyways, this is solid in here. Take a peek. You see that? So I had to kind of melt it. So I took 1/3 of a cup. And what I did was I put this in my dehydrator and turned it on to just, my usual 105 and until it melted. So now it's liquidy, although there's still a blob in the bottom, but I was getting excited and I couldn't wait. If you don't have a dehydrator, you could just heat up some water, and then turn it off and sit your cup right into the water. And just let it sit in the warm water until it melts. You're not cooking it, you're just warming it. Okay. So I've got all of that in there, and I'm just going to blend it up. I'm hoping it's fluffy and not syrupy, you know what I mean? Raw cacao powder just smells so good to me. Going to have to really scrape down the sides a lot, but I'm not having to. I'm just going to give a tiny scrape just to make sure. Oh my god, it looks so good. Holy cow. Now here's the thing. How am I going to not lick that right now? That's hard. I'm going to blend it just a tiny bit more. Originally I was thinking cake or a cupcake. But really, to make anything like that, as far as I know, you either need a lot of skill, a lot of ingredients, or a lot of nuts. And I didn't want to do that because I knew the chocolate was going to be, high in calorie and sweet. And I didn't want to put it on a ton of nuts. So what I did was I made some flax crackers. But instead of doing a savory flax cracker, I did one that has the curcuma powder and maca powder and just, I didn't make it uber sweet, but I just made it like shortbready in a way so that I could spread the frosting on. Okay. I think this is done. Oh my god. So excited. Can you tell I'm so excited? It's chocolate. How could you not be excited, right? Okay, here we go. We are going to pour the chocolate into my container here. Can you see this? Looks like chocolate frosting. I'm so excited about it. I love chocolate. It makes me think of that song on YouTube by that kid. Chocolate Rain. I know it's really not about chocolate, but I know a lot of songs with chocolate in them. You might think that's weird, but I do. There's a new one by Prince. Will I get in trouble if I sing it? She wants a B-O-X of chocolate every day. So many artists have songs about chocolate. Most of them are not really about chocolate, but, you know. All right, here we go, people. I gotta. Yeah, this might be a first, but I'm speechless. I'm almost crying. That's how good this is. All right, listen. I have to go. I need to be alone with this spatula for a little while, and then I'll come back later and let you know what I did with this glorious chocolate frosting. Okay, so I have decided that the name of this concoction is Chocolate Euphoria because I am just... you have to try it. You just have to try it. You know what, Zoe, you want to try it? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here's what I did. I didn't really get carried away. It just took me a few minutes, but... Okay. So I took a date, and I pulled the pit out, and then I stuffed in a little bit of the chocolate, and it cools pretty quickly, so it firms up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that it was warm, but it goes from liquid to almost a solid. And I dipped just the tip of it into coconut. Then I took one of my shortbread crackers that I made, and I spread a little bit of almond butter on it, and then coated that one in some chocolate. Stop that. Then, hang on a second, okay? Then I had some figs in the refrigerator, dried figs, and I just dipped the tip of the fig. Isn't that pretty? It reminds me of a toffee fay. Oh, that's totally what it looks like. Excuse me, I have to lick my finger. So good. Okay, then I did just a plain shortbread cracker with a little chocolate spread on. And you know what? I hardly used any of the chocolate. I have so much left. Okay. Then, because sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't, Mama's Joy's got nuts. Look at that. I made a Mama's Joy. I put coconut and the chocolate, mixed it together, rolled it into a log shape kind of thing, and put 2 little almonds on top with a little spread of chocolate over it. That's for sharing, 1 bite from each end, so each person gets a nut. And then I had to make one that didn't have nuts, because sometimes you don't feel like a nut. So, look at my finger again. This is so good. I can't even believe it. What was it, 4 or 5 ingredients? You have to make this. You have got to make this. It is so good. Now, gorgeous, beautiful. I'll be sharing that. I'm not going to eat the whole tray myself. There's got to be almost a whole cup of this frosting left, of this Chocolate Euphoria. So, I can't stop licking my finger. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and I'm going to think about what other... Hello? What other thing I can do with it. And I'm not going to try to think about it too much because I have a feeling it could be a little bit dangerous. So I'll see. I mean, I think it could definitely be used as a frosting on a cake, or just little bits like that, or even just a spoonful. Anywho, make this Chocolate Euphoria and enjoy yourself. Bye. Thanks for watching. It's a High Roll Life.
High Roll Life.